Hello, I'm Kim, Rooster Rossiter, and on the 10-year anniversary of Ainsley's very first run, this is Spotlight Saturday, episode 134.
It makes me happy because you can feel the wind in your hair. It shows you that they care about you.
Hey everybody, so in August of 2008, Ainsley got a chance to roll with the wind for the very first time. In this episode, I wanted to come to you from the location where it happened, at the Surfers Healings 5K in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Back that day, so many uncertainties. I was really unsure about what it even meant to do a race. Apparently you're supposed to have a bib on your chest and a number associated with your registration. Of course, today I have one, but back then I didn't even know what that was. Didn't know what it meant to do a 5K, and frankly, probably didn't even know what 5K was. That day changed our lives forever. And I wanted to come to you from this location because I want to share some of the memories with you, with some of the people that were there. And then we're going to take the episode off to do what we do every week and celebrate inclusion across the country. So sit back and enjoy and cherish. 10 years ago when we did our very first race, there were 7 riders. And this year there's like more than I can even fit in one camera. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. What's up, Riley? You ready to go? You ready to go? Let's do it. And always a place of firsts. Of course, 10 years ago, Ainsley runs her first race. And today, Tabitha wins her first race.
Yeah.
Did you win the race?
Yeah.
And what's the favorite part?
Just riding and
relaxing.
relaxing.
What was it?
Riding and relaxing in the chair.
I like that. I like that. I love that smile. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you at many more races.
Yes,
Here's the
I'll be
plan.
back.
Here's the plan. 10 years from now, we'll meet back right here, and I'll push you in a race.
Okay.
Oh, it's documented. All right, Peggy. So today is a special day. Of course, 10 years ago, some lady named Peggy said we ought to go for a run down on the ocean front. And so we did. We came down here, and it was right here for this event. And I remember the race took off, and I was still standing there. And what'd you say? Do you remember?
I said, aren't you going to run?
Aren't you going to run? I'm like, well, I don't have one of those things on my chest, on my stomach.
And I said, it's a public boardwalk.
And so for my very first race, Ainsley's Angels of America, I was a bandit, which is not authorized. But Peggy said I could run.
I did.
Anyway, look, all kidding aside, I'm indebted to you forever for sharing the idea that Ainsley might like to go for a run. And the fact that you said, well, you know, he's a Marine, so
right.
He runs. That's
not so much.
Always the case. But anyway, so we got something for you, and I'm going to reach into my pocket now, and I'm going to get it. And this is something that I want you to understand the backstory. Okay. So Joe and I were talking, and others, and in the Marine Corps we have a challenge coin. And you're familiar with this from all the Marines you've raised.
Yes.
Well, one of the things we decided we wanted to do was have one of the coins made that was unique and different than all the rest. And we wanted to have it called Presented by the President for Excellence and Inclusion. So the very first coin that I want to present is to the person who is responsible for Ainsley's very first race. So no words are required. I will give this to you, and I will say this is a celebration coin, and that I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. And this is when Joe hit stop.
Oh,
what's going on? Look who I'm here. Hey,
Hi.
episode 131 co-host Sarah. How you doing?
Hello.
How was camp?
Not terrible.
Yes! She came all not terrible. She came all the way down from Fredericksburg, D.C. Where do you actually live?
Manassas.
Manassas, Virginia.
I'm not telling you my address.
Okay, no addresses. I got it. That's fair. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah,
And,
good to see you.
You have big plans this year? What do you got going on?
I got to do geometry, employ 3,
Okay.
and what is it? History?
History.
That's a sound boy.
I'm excited. Well, I think it's time, right?
Yeah.
School's in session, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Let's
we
do
go
it.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. All right. Well, I wish you well.
All right.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, checking out Stacia here, hanging out. What's going on?
September's gonna be a busy
What? What do you got? September? That's like next month. Well, tell me about it. What's happening in September?
I have rock and roll.
What?
Then there's a triathlon that's going to be happening here. Then I'm doing Ragnar DC.
What? Ragnarian? Yes.
And then I'm doing the Marine Corps half marathon.
Down at Camp Lejeune.
Yes.
And then, is that it?
Then I have Heart of Gun.
Oh my gosh. You're like a regular rock star racer. Congratulations. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you for letting me be on your Ragnar team. I'm excited about it.
Me too.
Ragnar DC, and with like, what are you gonna run? Like 1,000 races, like before you're 21?
I don't know.
We're gonna see. Hey, excuse me, do you approve of all these actions? Okay. What is going on, Woody? Ah, first time Woody, bro. First time Woody. He came all the way from Richmond, Virginia. How was it? Yeah, dude, I'm at a loss of words too, brother. You're saying so much, man, without saying a single word. Welcome to the family, man. I love it. And we're fist pumping over here like it's the haps. What was your favorite part, Woody? Did you tell somebody after the race your favorite part? Maybe it was just like the wind.
I didn't like the wind.
Yes, man, rolling with the wind. Well, welcome to the family, man. Keep smiling. So I'd be remiss if we didn't take a moment on this 10-year anniversary to actually come and celebrate with the race directors. So I'm here with Metal. What's up, friends?
Hey, we're just the timers today. Michelle Redmond from Autism was the race director.
Always so very technical.
We're timers.
They're the timers. So what's neat for me is to just see the growth of what you've done as professionals in your field, and also the growth of inclusion across our mission side.
Yes.
But the best part is how it merges together so beautifully. And I'd be remiss if I didn't include it in this episode, really to say thanks. Thank
Oh my gosh, 10 years ago, who knew that, it was all going to catch on the way that it did. And it thrills my heart to no end to high-five you and kiss you and hug you and do selfies at Marine Corps and other Ainsley's Angels at New York and at Baltimore and Army 10 and all the incredible races that we're affiliated with. And it's our pleasure.
Yes, it's fabulous. Metal gets a chance to go up and down the coast, just celebrating all things running and really all things life. And in doing that, they get to be front row participants in inclusion. So thank you, most grateful. And I see that you're like working back here already. How was today's race?
It was good.
Went very well. Yes.
And what are you doing up there, man? What do you make of all this?
After a hard day's work.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, lady. Appreciate
Oh my
you.
gosh,
It's
I
broken
appreciate you.
down.
Thanks,
Thank
brother,
you so
man.
much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Briley. So grateful for the people that have joined us in this 10-year journey. So many memories, just being back in that spot where it all started 10 years ago. Peggy, as I said, we're forever indebted to you. Thank you. So grateful. Metal Events, just the way you've embraced inclusion and the way you continue to. We're so excited about the next 10 years. And the idea of being able to advocate and educate and quite frankly celebrate every single day, you just have to listen for it. You just have to do it when it presents itself. It's a way of life, it's a mindset. And on this 10-year anniversary, it gives me great pleasure to flip it up on the first installment of Ask Shamus. We're gonna have Shamus come to us and answer your questions. So wonderful to have Shamus join us. His perspective is valued, and I'm very excited about where this thing. You know what, Sean? Why don't you take it from here? Let's make this thing happen. The premiere of Ask Shamus.
So I'm Sean Evans. This is Shamus. We are part of Team Power to Push, and on our Facebook page we had a question come in today that we thought was worth sharing with everybody. And I'll read the question that came in from Shamus's piano instructor. Shamus and Simon both take piano lessons. They've been playing since they were 4 years old. So his piano teacher knows him very well. Her name is Cindy, and she poses the following question. It says, Shamus, I have a question for you, and I'm asking it here because I value input from others who regularly use medical devices for assistance. My husband assembled a small Lego kit he bought on Etsy. It's a Lego kit that's of Dr. Stephen Hawking, sitting in a wheelchair with his monitor in front of him. Her husband is a fan of the late doctor, and he posted a picture of the Lego set that he built on social media, on Facebook. And a friend of a friend responded to that post saying that he thought that the Lego set that was built was in poor taste in remembering a great scholar such as Dr. Stephen Hawking in such a fashion in his wheelchair in the Lego set. So her question is, Shamus, what are your thoughts on this? And is it better to depict him in a different way? So Shay, what's your response to that question?
I think it's better that he's in his wheelchair because that's when he made most of his discoveries, and it really helped him.
The wheelchair helped him?
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was an interesting question, and then it led me to think of another question for you. And I thought, geez, Shay, if you were to be depicted in a Lego set, how would you like to be depicted?
I would like to be in my running chariot.
In your running chair?
Yeah.
So I just thought that was, I had no idea what Shamus's answer to that question would be, but his running chair, that's something that not necessarily defines him, but maybe you could even be depicted in a few different ways in a Lego set, right? Why doesn't have to be one particular way. What are some other ways that maybe Lego could...
In my wheelchair or walker.
And yeah, so any equipment, not that it defines you or Dr. Stephen Hawking, but it's definitely a part of who you are, and it's something that helps you. So if you have any other questions like they're out there like that, I thought it was great that Cindy knows Shamus. She's known him when he first started using his wheelchair when he was in kindergarten, and when he used his walker before that, he used to walk into his piano lessons. So she knows, how he uses that equipment to help him. And, not that the wheelchair was something negative for Dr. Hawking. It was something that allowed him to be able to get around the world and share his great ideas and thoughts, much of the way that we use your chair to get around and help to promote inclusion. So if you have questions like that, maybe we could start a new segment on Spotlight Saturday called Ask Shamus. That'd be kind of cool. Think about it. Send your questions our way. We're happy to run them by Mr. Shamus here.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a question for Shamus and you want him to ask it in a future episode, just comment down there on the YouTube comments area or wherever you can comment so that we can find it and we can get Shamus to address it. Remember, you can comment down below for somebody to get nominated for a Freedom Pushchair. And until next week, we wish you a wonderful, wonderful day, every single day, as you live and cherish. See you in 135.
A young angel born with wings. She stays strong.
So what'd you think about cooking for the family?
Great.
It sounded great?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think it's nice to help other people out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do people help you out?
Yeah.
They help you out a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Are you happy that you're with Ainsley's Angels of America?
Yeah.
Are we a big family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell everybody to say, have a great day.
Yeah, I got that.